In this episode, I'm going to talk about high ticket offer and how you can sell high ticket offer without a sales call. I was in a position where I want to hire some more salespeople for my team in Awesome. I'm a member in a mastermind called Top One. Top One is with Todd Brown, and he's the founder of it. And there's many great marketers there who is doing the same like us. And there is a company called Breakthrough Institute who are helping entrepreneurs with kind of the same thing like Maria and me are doing. I wrote there, hey, I have this problem that I'm closing 60, 70% in the sales calls I'm doing. But when I try to train someone, salespeople, they are on 20%. So I know that I'm the influencer and I know that I'm good in sales, but it should not be 3 times better. Maybe the double or maybe 30, 40% more sales with me. So I had this struggle and I tried to have sales training 2 times a week. I tried to do everything I could to just train these people selling our high ticket offer. And our high ticket offer is from 12K to 25K euro. So he said, so why are you doing sales calls? You don't need to do sales calls. And for me, who have been working with sales since I was 7, 8 years, I'm training people in sales. It was just like taking my expert skills away. So I was thinking, don't need sales calls. Of course, you need sales calls to sell something for 12 to 15 or 25K. But one thing that I got in my mind with being an entrepreneur, what I always think about, if you hear about something that you feel uncomfortable with or something that you don't believe, you should test it out. So I figured out this is really interesting. I need to try out this and see if it works for us also. So selling high ticket offer without sales call. So this was basically to start to build a new marketing funnel in a new way for us. And I got inspired to look at what other companies are selling online now, what is costing a lot of money, but still doesn't have a sales representative to talk with. One of them is Tesla. Tesla is selling cars for 50, 100,000 euro without sales calls. You just go to the Tesla page and you get the experience to just see the car and all this thing there. And you can just order your car directly on the page. And you can also pay the car on the page. So I was thinking, if they can do it, maybe it's something into it. Still, I was skeptical, but I want to give it a chance. So me and my team and Maria, we start to create this new sales funnel and trying to get more information online and less to have sales call. And it took us I think it took us 4 or 5 months to really figure out how this is working. And I remember when I wake up one morning, I saw a message on Facebook, and in the message it was said, Patrick, I just bought your program for 12K. I look forward to work with you. That was like a wow for me, 12K. They bought it without talking. I never heard about this person. So I saw that it worked. And what I've changed for me personally, like a salesperson, is to change my mindset about I don't need to talk with people, but I can use social selling. So we are using much more social selling, and that's also what we're teaching in our program and also teaching entrepreneurs that want to scale. Using LinkedIn to chat with people, using Facebook Messenger to chat with people, using WhatsApp, all these places that people connect with each other. And instead of having a 1 hour sales call or a 45 minutes discovery call or whatever you call it, I can do exactly the same with chatting with people. I can ask the same question. I can have the sales call, just like writing with each other. And many say, so why are you not using email? Because it's not, you can't have a conversation on email. Because if you are talking with them, you're asking questions, you do that with getting a feedback immediately. Like email goes to, so I did a test for 1 year ago. And what I can do with social selling now. And also, of course, we also moved a lot of the things that I did in our sales calls before is online. So we have more videos, more presentation about what we are doing, longer sales pages, more info. So they get all this impression of what we are doing. And that's also an important thing that we changed, because before they really didn't know if they had a sales calls with me, they didn't know what we were going to sell, what the price was. Now they know everything up front, because they have seen a sales page if they want to talk with me. I'm not saying that this is releasing the sales calls totally out there. Yesterday, for example, I sold a package for 19-20K, and I did that with a 15-minute sales call. The reason it just took 15 minutes was because they knew everything we are going to deliver before. They've seen the testimonial, they see what we're doing, they saw a video with Maria and me. So they know everything. And that's also a big change. I did this test last year to see how effective this is based on productivity from me, how much time I need to spend on selling. And I think that's many of entrepreneurs that doesn't want to sell. They want to do other things. They don't want to have this discovery calls and sales call. Over 3 months period, quarter two last year, I sold for 300,000 euros, so 100,000 per month. And if I was going to do, based on closing rate, how many calls I can do and what the product is, normally this will take me around 20 hours per week. If I did it the old way, like booking a call with me, having this sales call. And I don't have 20 hours. It's like I'm the CEO in the company. I don't have 20 hours to sell, even if it's my super skills. I need to do other stuff. I need to deliver programs. I think you, as an entrepreneur, maybe think I have this same issue also. You need to deliver program. I need to create new ads. I need to be creative. I need to work on the business. I need to deal with staff. I need to deal with all these things. So I don't have 20 hours just on sales, as long as I have the position and I want to do other things also. So over this quarter, I figured out that I use between 4 to 5 hours per week. So that reduced from 20 hours to 4 to 5 hours when I worked on sales. I did it when I was chatting with people. So here is the thing also, when I can chat with people, I can do other things. I can work on creating slides. I can work on other things when I'm chatting with people. I can walk on the street. I can take a coffee. I can have a lunch break. I can do whatever I want because chatting is so easy. So I can chat with people and still do other things. So 4 to 5 hours per week made me selling for 300,000 euro in 1 quarter. If you think like, wow, this is too good to be true. Maybe you feel like it's too good to be true, but this is also why you are not on the place you want to be in your business, because you maybe have heard ideas before that is too good to be true, but you never test them. I'm not saying that everything that you heard is too good to be true will work, but the main thing is like you need to see if it works for you and try it out. We have started to teach other entrepreneurs this now, and it works for them also. And I think the world will go more and more this direction. We can also implement chatbots to do part of the sales call, because, for example, in WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger and all these things, if you just train an AI, you can basically train them to be you in sales call. And I believe like the entrepreneur is much better than anyone else to sell their programs. So you can try to get salespeople, you can try to build a sales team, but in the end, you will always be the best salesperson. So if you can train AI to be you, it will also be easy for you to scale your business. So if you have a problem with salespeople, if you have a problem with yourself not having enough time to sell, if you have a problem that you don't want to launch a high ticket offer because you think it's so much time for you to do it, you should think differently and try it out. And if you want to know more, you can just register for one of our webinars and we'll talk more about it. Please think differently and you will get where you want to be. Thank you so much for listening to this episode.
To dig deeper, visit awesome.com/scaling life. That's awesm.com/scaling life. You'll find show notes, resources, and links mentioned in this episode, as well as links to our socials.
If you like what you heard, please rate and review us on the podcast platform of your choice. Your feedback is so important to help more entrepreneurs to discover this show.
Our goal is to provide inspiration, and we hope you'll continue scaling alongside us. Thanks for your support, and see you next time.